Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us for the JQ Edge this morning. We're thrilled you're here. And let me just get started. You ever have one of those mornings where you're thinking it's not going to happen? So I'm thrilled to share with you just a couple of things. So first, as a reminder, we're doing purpose, execution, and proof as reminders of how you can overcome, keep showing up, keep handling issues that pop up. For instance, um, yesterday afternoon, late in the afternoon, early evening, picked up brand new cool business cards. And instead of Dr. Brian Grossman, it said Dr. Brain. And so mistakes happen. So no business cards today. And then this morning, car battery was out. And I'm thinking, wow, I'm not going to make the JQ Edge. So there's a real chance it's not easy to show up in the morning or to delegate something. Well, one, I love doing the show. Two, I'm committed to doing the show. I could have texted colleagues or Cheryl and our founder and said, I have a dead battery. I can't do the JQ Edge. Well, that's one way. The other way is to find a way, find that path. So maybe already by Tuesday, it's not gone the best way that you wanted it to. And so please feel free to uh, comment in the chat and ask any questions you have. So you came here this morning anyway. Showing up is not small. That's the whole thing. And if you can show up and be present and calm, that's fantastic. So, your purpose, why today still matters. Why does today still matter to you? What's your purpose today? Here's the best part. It doesn't have to be the ideal, perfect version of you. How can you show up when things aren't going the way they're supposed to be? What can you do to show up well, or whatever the best version of yourself is in the moment on this Tuesday morning? Has anything shifted for you? Are you different than yesterday? The same as yesterday? So remember this key point. Purpose is not fixed. It moves through you. The only question I'd like you to think about and answer, are you moving with it or against it? And I've had plenty of times where I'm trying to move against it. It's so much easier to move with it. How can you show up with all the turbulence going on around you and still be at whatever your best is in the moment? We know this, and I think you all know this, but it's worth saying again. You'll not get this right 100% of the time. Probably not even 50% of the time. And that's not a failure. That's what building, reinventing, or recreating, or shifting in you is all about. So the Joy Intelligence or Joy Q Edge has never been about perfection. It's about commitment. You committed to showing up in each and every moment. You being here on the show or watching the recording. You with your purpose working, with your purpose in family, with your purpose in friends, even on the hardest of days, even when it's easy to get a substitute and not be there. And that's especially true on hard days. So if you ask yourself again, what's my purpose today? not the perfect version. And are you willing to show up for that? That's really the ball game. So execution. People think execution is 100 things. Execution is committing to one thing. That's all. One thing. So we're going to talk about the chair of joy. We're going to walk through it again. Before we do that, what's one thing you can do today that is aligned with your purpose? Not the whole plan. One move, one aligned step. And here's what happens. And please put in the comments, what do you think happens when you're aligned and you're purposeful and you communicate that purpose well? Other people come along for the ride with you. They follow your lead. Friends, family, business, customers, they are drawn to you. So let's talk for a moment about our chair of joy. This morning, I pulled the desire card. Desire sits in our awareness stage, which means something simple is happening. So the awareness stage, something simple is happening. And with that desire can come multiple things, issues, feelings, impatience, burnout, maybe even rejection. So instead of trying to push through that wall, we can sit with it for a moment. So with the chair of joy, picture your best spot somewhere. Relaxation, focus, calm. If you can, sit at the edge of your seat. Pretend you're watching your own movie. Breathe in. Take a slow breath in. Think of the smell of buttered popcorn in a theater. Breathe out. Anticipation, let your breath out slowly. Think. Picture the ending of today, not your whole life story, just the ending of today. And what do you hope that looks like? What do you think that looks like? Feel yourself moving through the day. One good bite of popcorn after another. One smooth moment in traffic. One real connection at work. Let the tension melt out of your body. Notice what's shifted in you. Your joy intelligence, or JQ edge, is going up right now. The best execution question I can share with you. What's one aligned step I'll take today? What's one aligned step I will take today, even if I'm not feeling 100%? Name it and do it. Name it and do it. Showing up is already proof. Showing up is already proof. It's simpler than you think. You showed up. That's proof. You came to work. You showed up at practice. You helped your kids. You helped your spouse. You showed up. That's proof enough. You had resistance and you felt it, and maybe you still do. Yet you're still here and you're still showing up. That's something. It's not nothing. This is the exact thing that builds joy intelligence over time each day. Not the days you get it right, but the days that you showed up anyway. So remember, you're not going to get it right 100% of the time, sometimes not even 50%. but you've committed. And that commitment showing up imperfectly, consistently, is what builds your life and what you're actually after. So at the end of today, the proof may or may not be perfect. It's one moment where you navigated instead of reacted. It's one moment where you navigated instead of reacted. One step you took from purpose instead of pressure. One time joy intelligence showed up in you and you recognized it. That's what we mean by the JQ edge. You came in this morning with energy, passion, and desire. You're leaving with more of all three of those. That is the JQ edge. And tomorrow we're going to do it again. So at the end of the day, please ask yourself, did I show up today even when it was hard? That's already your proof, and that's already growing joy intelligence and the edge. So showing up here every morning, 7:45 a.m. Pacific time, even once means the JQ edge is already working. Of course, I invite you to watch the recordings if you can't come live. And we're here Monday through Friday every morning with you and for you. So subscribe on joyely.com. We have a free offer temporarily. Take the navigation quiz. Share with us or email us your questions, and let's schedule a quick coaching call. No obligation. We want to help you master navigating. Have the JQ edge in your pocket today. Show up as best you can, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. This is the JQ edge. I'm Dr. Brian. We train it by living it. Let's get the edge.